Oh my god!
Before Harambe would break the news after he was shot to death in 2016, creating one of the largest outcries in zoo history.
Oh, your dick, you pull it out for Harambe?
I mean, if Harambe was here, it'd be out right now.
Before he would be given an estimated net worth of $20 million based on himself and the endangered gorilla babies he could have fathered.
Harambe, who is the gorilla that was killed at the Cincinnati Zoo.
Before Harambe would receive news coverage worldwide from big networks such as BBC, NBC, and CNN.
Because people are blaming the parents now, some saying the parents need to be charged, bringing up the dad's past criminal history who wasn't even there at the zoo at the time.
Before he'd become the butt of hundreds of memes all across Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and more. At a young age, he was abandoned by his mother, and his foster dad turned out to be Jerry Stones, the facility's director at the zoo. Harambe was a fun-loving and energetic western lowland gorilla who never was aggressive towards his humans. He ended up being moved over to the Cincinnati Zoo for the best purpose a guy could ever ask for: breeding. But unlucky for our beloved sweet gorilla, his life was tragically cut short after a 3-year-old child fell into his exhibit in 2016. Hey everyone, I'm Azzy, documenting the life of Harambe prior to fame, here for you on Before They Were Dead. Now we've already done an After They Were Dead video on Harambe talking about his legacy. This video is about his life prior to his tragic death. Let us know who you want to see next in the comment section below. And if you want to see more of me, you can check me out on my personal YouTube channel, AZZY'S. Harambe, the western lowland gorilla, was born on May 27, 1999. He was named after the 1988 song Harambe, Working Together for Freedom by Rita Marley. Harambe means pulled together in Swahili, which the world took literally when they all pulled together to make sure the gorilla's legacy lived on in hundreds of memes. The gorilla was born in captivity and could not survive on his own in the wild, so would never know the life out in the big wide world. He was born at the Gladys Porter Zoo in Brownsville, Texas, which is a 31-acre zoo that houses about 400 different animal species, including 47 endangered species. It was also the first zoo to have bred a Jenkins duiker, which is a very rare small deer-like creature on the endangered species list. So this zoo already had a good track record of bringing animal species back to the brink. Too bad they have no experience with bringing animals back from the dead.
This is my son's favorite telephone, well before he got shot in the motherfucking face by those people at the zoo.
When Harambe was 21 days old and just finding his way in the world, his mother gave up on him and left him to fend for himself. Reasons for this are still unclear. Maybe she sensed that he would bring bad luck on the family. Maybe she ditched the kid to pursue a new career in the music industry. We'll never be able to ask her to find out. But lucky for Harambe, the zoo's director of facilities, Jerry Stones, adopted the gorilla as if he were his own son.
But then the keeper looked at him and said, "What are you doing?" He ran around behind the volunteer there and peeked out like a child looking around his mama's skirt, you know.
Stones ended up taking Harambe home the night he was abandoned and continued to do so for several nights. He would bottle feed the gorilla and put him in diapers as if it were a human child. Right from birth, Harambe was a strong character who loved to play and run around. Despite being full of energy, he was never aggressive when interacting with humans. When he went back to his enclosure, he was an extremely social animal and noted to be very intelligent too, as he showed by using sticks and other tools to reach for stuff that he couldn't get on his own. When Harambe was 7 years old, Stones had to stop going into the gorilla enclosure. This is because at that age, gorilla's size and weight makes it too dangerous to be around people. Harambe eventually reached a weight of over 400 pounds. Harambe loved to play, and gorillas play rough. They'll swipe at each other's limbs and drag each other around, and that wouldn't turn out very well for a human, as we all later found out.
Oh my god!
In late 2014, Harambe was 16 and had outgrown his home in Gladys Porter Zoo, and arrangements were made for him to be taken to his new home, the Cincinnati Zoo, and second oldest zoo in the States. A fun fact about the Cincinnati Zoo is that they were home to the very last passenger pigeon of the species, a bird named Martha. Harambe was sent off to live in Cincinnati's Gorilla World exhibit with the two 19-year-old females named Chewy and Mara. Lucky guy. He was overlooked by a man named Ron Evans, the curator of primates at the Cincinnati Zoo and member of the Species Survival Program, a group that manages around 360 gorillas in zoos across America. The plan for Harambe was every man's dream. He was to have sex, and lots of it. The Species Survival Program strives to keep animal gene pools as diverse as possible, and they saw the potential for Harambe to make good breeding stock. He was still too young to start reproducing, but he figured it wouldn't hurt to get acquainted with the ladies before he got them pregnant with his babies.
Here's the one where they say, as distinctive as a fingerprint, every zebra has a unique pattern of stripes. Look at the responses. You had a unique way of killing Harambe.
But, as we all know, Harambe never got to enjoy the sweet life. That's right, the big guy died a virgin. Not enough dicks out for him while he was alive, but plenty after his death.
He was in a situation where there's this strange thing here that I don't know what do I do?
On May 28, 2016, Harambe was just chilling, probably eating some celery or something, minding his own business, when a 3-year-old, Isaiah Gregg, fell into the gorilla enclosure. In order to do this, he climbed a 3-foot tall fence, crawled through 4 feet of bushes, and then fell 15 feet into a water moat. He was pretty dedicated to ruin some lives. Zoo officials signaled for Harambe's 2 enclosure mates to come back to sheltering, but Harambe was curious. He wanted to know what this thing was that seemed to fall out of the sky. Over the next 10 minutes, Harambe dragged the boy around and tried to figure out what to do with him, but unfortunately, zoo officials had to make the decision to kill the gorilla with a single shot. It was a day after his 17th birthday.
Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness.
And the rest of the story, you know the story because this is before they're dead. If you want to know more about Harambe's death and what happened after, we also have a Harambe after they were dead video, so check that one out. Awesome guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check me out on my personal channel. Also don't forget to watch some of the videos on this channel and subscribe and press like and stuff, and bye, love you. Mwah.